On today's episode, we're going to build ourselves a little heated quench tank for heat treating knives. Alright, welcome back to Fab and Adventures, guys. So today we're building this little heated quench tank, and we're just going to put a block heater in it from old school Chevy small block, and I'll just show you how to build this. It's going to be a real quick little video, and we're also going to talk about the modifications that I did to this heat treat oven already. In my testing, I found that it was getting really hot underneath there with the controls, and I basically got two little computer fans, put them in there, wired them up, and then when you turn it on, the fans draw from these holes over here and draw the heat across the heat sinks for the SSRs and across the controller. Things were getting a bit hot under there, and the SSRs actually got a little bit melted. They were real close to the bottom of the heat treat oven, so them fire bricks were getting hot and the heat was transferring through. They were maybe 3/4 of an inch or an inch below those fire bricks, so they were starting to melt. So I'll have to get me some new ones and go from there. I also threw in about an inch thick layer of KO wool on top of the electronics in between there and the heat treat oven, so that seems to help. Temperatures don't seem to get above 40 degrees in there now, so that's pretty good. So let's build this simple little quench tank. Anybody can build it. It's made out of real thin sheet metal. Alright, so here we are. I've basically got the box made, and it's just made out of some 18 gauge, I believe it is, sheet metal. Just bent it into a box 6 inches by 6 inches by, I don't know what it is, 18 or 24. It's just what I had laying around. My original quench tank was about the same depth inside and width, but it was about twice as long, so I could do some, you know, short swords kind of thing in it. And I've always used a horizontal type quench tank instead of the vertical type that you see like on Forge and Fire and stuff like that. I don't know if that helps, you know, lessen the warpings, but I've never had no warpings when I had a horizontal quench tank. So I built this little cover here to just go over top, and it's just made out of some 22 gauge sheet metal. Just when I'm not heat treating knives or whatever, I can set this quench tank aside, put the cover on it. It's not getting full of dust and whatnot. So back in the day when I used to heat treat my knives like 20 years ago, I just used plain old, cheap old vegetable oil, and it seemed to work. I'm gonna try it out again, see if it works. If it doesn't, then I'll get some actual quenchant oil and go from there. What I used to do back then was I would have this full of oil, and when I was forging, I would just throw some chunks of hot steel in there until my oil temperature got up to 135 degrees, and then I was ready to quench. I didn't quench in cold oil. My shop was cold, so some days it was, you know, minus 30 out, and it was probably darn near minus 30 inside the shop. So you got the forge going and that warmed it up, but the oil would stay cold. So you needed a way to heat the oil up to about 135 degrees. So I'm thinking I'm gonna weld in this bung in here, put this old, well, it's brand new, but block heater in there, put it in there somewhere, and just go from there, plug it in, see if it heats the oil up, and it should. It's not a very big, it's probably 1.5 gallons, I'm gonna say, capacity in here. And I mean, you could find just the right size tube that this would work for, and I didn't have the right size tube, so I had this chunk of DOM. So I just cut a sliver off of it. I'm gonna bore it out on the lathe so that this will fit in there, lock down, tighten up. And then we're gonna cut a hole in the side of this, put that in there, and that will be our heating element. And for obvious reasons, I didn't show building the box, because I mean, it's just a simple steel box. You could probably even just go to Princess Auto or wherever and find an ammo can, a similar ammo can, and use that. And that was actually my initial plan, but I couldn't find any in the city the other day. So I just took some scrap steel that I had, turned it into a quench tank. So let's go turn this thing down on the lathe and get it fitting to this, and we'll cut a hole in the side here or in the bottom or something, and get the old quench tank warmed up. Okay, so we got the ring lathed out nicely, polished up. This thing just pops in there nice, like that. You'll turn the screw, these little ears will fold out and hold it in there nicely. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get a hole saw, put our dead center in the bottom of the quench tank, weld that ring in there, put that in there, we'll be done. We'll be ready to put oil in there and fire it up and see if she hits 135 degrees. Let's find a hole saw. Get a nice tight little fit. So I got her shot with a little bit of high temp paint. And I mean, it's still drying. It's shiny right now just because it's wet. So we're just gonna drop this guy in, push him down in there, and just start tightening the thing up so that it stays in there. Should be good. We'll be ready to add oil as soon as this is dry, and plug her in, see how it works. See if we got any leaks. Man, that's about perfect. All right, let's plug this bad boy in. There she goes. She's starting to heat up. We'll get a thermometer in there, see how warm she gets. Right here. That's gonna work awesomely. We're 100-degree oil. Roughly, just stir it around till it gets equal, even. That'll hit 135 degrees in maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. All right, there we got the quench tank done. I got a couple knives. I'm ready to heat treat, and that'll be another video. We'll get the heat treat oven cooking. We'll get the quench tank up to temp. We'll do a simple heat treat and show you guys how it is. Real simple to build the quench tank. Took me, I don't know, a few hours anyhow. So it worked out awesome. And if you guys are liking this sort of content, go ahead, subscribe, share, like these videos. Give me a thumbs up, hit the bell. See you guys next time.